a lot of your posts, apart from flags everywhere, you post a lot of food. Here we go. So we have your wonderful
That was my
meals,
roast dinner.
your passion for crisps, your wonderful Sunday. I don't know if you can see that. That is good as well.
Oh, the Sunday roast. You know what you
The
don't?
Sunday roast today. Nice little. You probably
I
can't see
had
it on the
two.
screen.
I had two. I didn't post both pictures because I asked for beef and pork. I said, "Can I have beef and
Yeah.
pork?" And they said, "No, you can only have one." I said, "No, I want both." I
You've
said,
got
"I'll
to
have beef roast and a pork roast," but I couldn't post pictures of two roasts. So
I love your posts on food. It makes me very happy to see that. But one of the things, as soon as you came out, talk about prejudice, you went to a very famous restaurant, Hawksmoor rather, in just off Trafalgar Square, and they threw you out. Tell me about those events. What actually happened?
if I want to tell you about the shift that's happened, yeah, they threw me out. I've had a restaurant this morning that's been contacting me. Let me see who's eating there today. Well, actually, that might give you which restaurant it is. Celebrities are all eating there tonight. They've contacted me, offering their services, offering their restaurant for any events I want to do. Something dramatic has happened. Yeah. Coach companies, we can never get coaches for any of our events for years, for 15 years. We try and get coach companies. They find out it's us and they cancel. Coach companies now contacting us to put on coaches for our events. Something huge has happened. Yeah. I think the shift that's happened politically, culturally, in the minds of the British public, there's probably never been a shift of change like there's happened in the last 3-4 months, even since I've been out of prison. So yeah, I went into Hawksmoor. Joined the most annoying thing. We ordered starters. I love my food, as you can know. Yeah.
Yes.
We ordered starters. I ordered a great steak. We just ate our starters and we're waiting for the steak. So I'm like, right, where's the steak? And then they come over and said, you've got to leave. They said, like, we want you to leave. And I was like, I've been in that restaurant lots of times. I have do you know Guramit Singh?
Yes,
I have a friend, Amit.
Yeah.
And I was friends with him since the English Defence League. Yeah. And in the English Defence League days, we had an agreement when I started getting prosecuted that every time I go to court, he pays and he drives. Yeah. So I look up for the most expensive restaurants. Yeah. So whenever I go to London, it's like my big pick. So I don't mind going to court. He's like, you're always in court. And his role is he drives and he pays. So I pick the best places. Yeah. And then we go there. But we went there this day, and then they said we had to leave. But the owner who made us leave, I looked him up. His mum was a journalist for The Guardian. And again, do you know what? I'm not gonna, because I've done a podcast this week with a gentleman called Peter McCormack. I don't know if you know him.
Yes.
So Peter McCormack had spoke very badly of me lots of times. Yeah. And I need to let go. And I've let go of it totally with Peter. He's a lovely bloke. He's actually now facing lots of problems and threats and cancel culture for even sitting down and talking to me. Yes. But lots of people have a negative opinion of me. Yeah. Or they've had one. Lots of people are seeing different, but they've had one. I don't blame them, because the gentleman who come up to me at St Pancras, if you just go off right-wing commentators, Camilla Tomlinson, she's a GB News presenter. She, on TV, when I was in prison, said I'm a white supremacist. Like, it's just, there's no truth in that. So if you're a member of the public and you watch her TV show, you believe that. Then Julie Hartley-Brewer, who's another right-wing presenter on Talk TV, she said I'm incredibly racist. There's no truth in that. So they don't give any facts to back it up. In fact, when Camilla Tomlinson was confronted recently on a show talking about it, she said, well, he believes Christianity is superior to Islam. It's like, well, that makes me a white supremacist, does it, darling? So, but to the general public watching the mainstream, that's two right-wing presenters. Imagine what the left say about me. So these people will be watching it, and that's why they have a view of me, Elon, other people like this. Some people will come out and stick something in me or want to kill me, and they will genuinely believe they're making the world a better place, because they have been built up an image of Satan by a globalist bullshitting media, yeah, who wish to radicalize the public to do their job. They don't need to bring in laws against speech. Really, they are in Britain, but they don't need to when they can radicalize the public to attack you for your speech. So I don't blame people. The Hawksmoor owner, yes, I was upset. I didn't react to them. I just said, okay. I then made it public. But he may have a negative opinion of me based on lies. Yeah. So I did try and reach out to him. I've had multiple instances like this. This isn't the first. I've had lots. Yeah. I've had lots. They have. Yeah. But now, as I said, in the last coming months, we're getting coach companies, restaurants, venues offering their services.
And I've seen it even when you and I were together, the taxi drivers all honking you and buying your pints and all that sort of stuff. And